SoCal Fryer is back in the house today. We're doing it. London Broil Roulade. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So what we got is a steak, and inside the steak you've got some green peppers, some red peppers, you've got some onions, you've got some feta cheese on it. It's gonna taste phenomenal. So today I want you to pay special attention. So let's get started right here. As you can see, I've got a London broil here, and it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece of meat. Look at that, that's incredible. Now what I'm gonna do is I've got to butterfly this, so I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna cut it down the center here, all the way around, till right about here, open it up. So I'm gonna start the first cut like this, and you gotta have a sharp knife for this, and you don't wanna go too shallow or too deep, because you don't wanna cut through the meat, because you want that meat to stay intact, but you don't want it to be that thin, because you want it to cook pretty evenly on what you do. And if I can find, oh, there it is, okay. I was gonna see if I can find where I cut. So you wanna keep it as even as you possibly can, so you get two sides of the meat, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna open it up. Got a little bit more to go here. Let's see. See, cut too far on that one. So I'm gonna open it up a little bit so that I have, now that looks beautiful. That's incredible. There we go, folks. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna season it with some salt and some pepper. And I've got a little pepper here. I'm gonna put that on there, get a nice, and get some seasoning in that. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt on this side also. Okay. And then I like spice, and so does my family. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little cayenne pepper on it to give it just a little bit of kick. And that's perfect. I'm gonna rub that in, because I want it to get all nice and get in that meat. I'm gonna flip it over, and I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Now, the first thing I'm gonna do, what I did, is I sauteed some onions and a little bit of garlic. And I roasted in my Ninja air fryer, I roasted some peppers and some onions, and this is basically feta cheese that I'm gonna put. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna layer this cheese on the entire steak itself. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna layer cheese all over it. Don't be afraid, the cheese gives it that flavor you will see at the end. And I normally don't like, I like feta cheese, I guess, but it gives you a different flavor at the end. So please don't be sparing on the feta cheese that you use on it. It makes it incredible tasting. My wife and kids, my wife likes feta cheese. My daughter doesn't, but she likes when I make this. So this is gonna be good. So I'm gonna get that cheese all over there. Okay. And I didn't really put any quantities, so you can season it to taste, which is what I've been doing. And I have made this before. You can season it to taste, which I like the best on it for you. So we'll get that feta cheese all over the place. And I want to stay away from the outsides because I want to roll this up, and you'll see what I mean in a second. Next, I'm going to go ahead and layer the spinach on here. I guess I should have, okay. So put the spinach on here, and you want to spread them out a little bit, because remember, we're going to roll this up. So all this spinach and all this garlic is going to be inside it. So I want to make sure that I get it evenly across it, so that in every bite you get a piece of spinach, you get some garlic on it, you get some cheese, and the other ingredients that we're going to put on here. Okay, and I want to get that garlic because, like I said, I'm going to put it on a rotisserie, and I want it to drip all over the place. So that's perfect there. Next, I'm going to add my roasted peppers, and this really gives it a nice taste. So I want to get the red with the onions and the greens, so that every bite you get a little bit of something different in it, and I like doing it that way. And my family likes me doing it that way because they love the way it tastes. Okay. That's it for the way it looks. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll this up really good, and I wanna roll it pretty tight because I want everything to stay inside there. And I've also got to somehow get this on the skewer. On the rotisserie. And look at that, that's huge. Look at that, folks. Now I'm gonna tie this up because I don't want it to come apart. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do is I've got my rotisserie thing here. I forget what they call it. I'm gonna slide it through there, and I wanna get this so that I get in the meat and hold it on there. And I'm gonna tie it up some more, but I just wanna basically get it on here first, and then I'm gonna tie it a little bit better. I like doing this because you get your hands messy, and anytime I can cook and get my hands messy is a good day. Okay, that's beautiful. Actually, I'm gonna put a couple more strings on here just because I wanted to stay totally together and not come apart while it's cooking. But I'm gonna put this in the Chef Man, and I'm gonna put it on the rotisserie. I'm gonna rotisserie it for about on 375. I'm gonna do it for about 30 full minutes and see how it looks. And then after that, see if it needs a little bit more timing on it. But I think 30 minutes should be pretty good. Now I wanna make sure I tie up all the loose ends here. Look at that. And you gotta remember how many strings you put on here, because at the end, you're going to cut the string off after it's cooked, and you wanna make sure you get every string that's on there. Right now I'm just clipping off the edges of the strings, but this is looking absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna stick it in the rotisserie. This looks really good. And there you are, it has it. Hopefully I've got it even enough that it's gonna be perfect. All right, give me a few minutes and I'll put it in the rotisserie and show you how we do it. All right, I preheated the Chef Man and I put it on. If you can see the temperature is set for 370 degrees, which is fine because it doesn't go to 5, so 370 is fine. I'm gonna put it in for 15 minutes first to see how it looks. I'm gonna cook it thoroughly, I think, for 30 minutes, but I want to check it in 15. So here we go. We're gonna close it up, hit rotate, double check to make sure it's rotating. So it's rotating and it's cooking. I'm gonna wait about 15 minutes, take a look at it and see how it looks. And it's gonna taste great with that feta cheese in it, with the roasted peppers in it and the roasted onions. Along with that, I sauteed spinach with garlic. It's already got flavors out of it. I put pepper on it, I put salt on it, and a little bit of cayenne pepper to give it a kick. Like I said, 370 degrees, rotisserie for 15 minutes. I'm gonna check it, then probably stick it in for another 15 minutes. So I'm pulling it out. I've got to let it sit there and rest for a little bit, but I want you to look at the texture on the outside. That's gonna be great on the inside. That is a London Broil Roulade, and it's cooked to perfection. And we're gonna cut it open in a minute and take a good look at it. Just to see what the inside looks like, and just to give you guys a perspective of how beautiful this thing really is. Look at that. Look at that right there. Now that is scrumptious. That is absolutely scrumptious, folks. I'm gonna dive into it. All right, there you have it. London Broil air-fried rotisserie roulade, made in-house, less than 30 minutes. I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat. You're always welcome for a bite, so come on by. See you guys later. Peace. Look at that.